I have a question. Why does the pain of illegal immigrants matter more than the pain of American citizens? I'm just wondering if any Democrat could maybe answer that for me, because it seems like y'all have made it very clear since Inauguration Day that you have chosen to prioritize the pain of illegal criminal aliens over the pain of American citizens with your crying videos and your how can you be so heartless. And you know what? It's not my goal to wake up every morning and inflict pain. I don't want to see people suffering. But unfortunately, when you have millions of illegals in a country because the prior administration openly flouted the law and invited them in, there's going to be pain either way. Because the reality is that the existence of criminal aliens, especially in the numbers that we currently have them, harms American citizens. That is a fact. That's the truth. It's not a neutral thing. It's not a net positive. It is an active harm. So we either have the harm of allowing these criminal aliens to stay here, or we have the harm of deporting them, which of course causes harm. That's a collateral damage of the fact that, again, the prior administration unconstitutionally flouted the law and allowed these people to come in. So any way you slice it, there's going to be pain. And I'm just wondering why the criminal aliens' pain matters more than the American citizens. And I'm not saying that the criminal aliens mean to cause pain by being here. I'm not saying that every one of them is violent or commits other crimes besides entering the country illegally. But I am saying that their presence is proven to be a detriment, particularly to Black Americans, particularly to Black American males, because unfortunately, Black men disproportionately represent their share of the population when it comes to holding low-paid, low-skill jobs. And those are the jobs that these illegal aliens come in, don't know the language, they don't have rights, they don't unionize, they don't have any papers, so they are willing to work these low-skilled, low-wage jobs. They are willing to work longer hours for less. And if you think that doesn't affect the Americans, particularly Black Americans who are at the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder, you're absolutely crazy. This is a proven, documented fact, including by Black economists, by Black researchers, well documented even by liberal rags such as the Daily Beast and even NPR. This is the truth. And y'all cannot have it both ways. You cannot sit there and scream every day about how you believe that Black Americans, even still in 2025 America, are disproportionately disadvantaged, and how it's not fair that Black Americans, it's so much harder for them to accrue wealth or get good paying jobs or get the skills, whatever it is. You can't sit there and cry about that and then in the next breath pretend like inviting in millions of illegals has no net negative impact on the Black American community, who, by your own words, are disproportionately struggling. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. And yet another example of y'all talking out of both sides of your mouths. Y'all are the first to decry the supposed evils of capitalism and corporate greed and these CEOs that you hate so much. And yet, in the next breath, you're going to sit there and you're going to what? Pretend that these people who you think are so evil are going to treat the illegals well? Are going to say, hey, you know what? You don't have any papers, but minimum wage is $17 an hour. And remember, I have to pay you time and a half for overtime and you get a break every few hours. You think that's what's going to happen with these people who you think are so evil? Really? Okay, again, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. I am so tired of you all pretending that immigration is just this neutral thing and that there's enough of the pie to go around for everyone and no one is harmed by millions of undocumented people coming into this country. That is absolutely not true. And I'm so tired of you crying about the state of Black Americans in 2025, even as you welcome in millions of undocumented people who are going to come in and compete with specifically, disproportionately Black Americans. So again, I'm just asking you why it is that you have decided that illegal immigrants' pain and suffering is more important than your fellow American citizens' pain and suffering.